What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first live stream of Charting Crypto. I plan on making this a staple throughout the channel as it grows. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, let's get into it. As you can see, we're on Bitcoin right now. Yeah, we're taking a pretty nasty fall. A lot of talk between being bear, bull market. Long term, I still think we're in an extended market. I still think that 2022 is going to be super bullish. So I have this line right here. This is around 40,000. 40,000 is a very, I guess you can say, like, psychological number. It's a nice round number. So that is a resistance that we need to hold. As you can see, we tagged 40,000 right here, which caused this uptrend. I think if we tag the 40,000, we need to stay above that to continue this bullish run. If we fall off that, then might be time to talk about possible bear market. But I don't think we're in a bear market. But let's just draw some fibs here and try to dissect Bitcoin. Yeah, so as you can see, we're heading down to 40,000. If we tag 40,000, there's really no support or resistance right there. I mean, I can put the support and resistance channels in. We'll take a look. Yeah, so down here we're kind of just in no man's land. We're in 50-50 right now between the 618 and the 786. But like I said, 40,000 is a nice round number. It's a nice psychological number for people who are holding it. So I think we're going to get a lot of action around 40,000. Best case scenario is we bounce off that and work our way back up to the 618 to try to overtake that. But worst case scenario is we fall below 40,000. And I think 38 would be the absolute bottom we could possibly go, because that's the 786. That'd be the last bit of support. If we bounced off the 786, I think we'd go back up to retake the 40,000. It might be a little rocky road there to get over 40,000 again, but once we do that, I believe we'll be working our way back up to the 618. But as of right now, I mean, we're looking pretty bearish. But let's zoom out real quick. Yeah. Crazy. Yep, so the main thing we got to keep an eye on is 40,000. We need to stay above that. From what it looks like, we are heading down. Zoom a little bit closer, see how these candles look. I mean, we're getting some support right here, but we're working our way down to 40,000. So I say keep an eye on 40,000 on Bitcoin. That's going to be a key area for us. We really need to stay above that. So now that we're done with Bitcoin, let's go on to the next coin. I'm going to do some ASM. As I was seeing today, ASM is running. Let's go to clear all this stuff. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy. Actually almost bottomed out at 7 cents, would have made a new all-time low, but we hit 7.5 and we are off to the races, and we are not stopping yet. Draw a fib. Yeah, I think we're heading towards the 786 right there. Yeah, so looks like best case scenario is we actually look like we're off to the races. We're heading to 11 cents. So we're going to be testing 11 cents. That's another 6.6% rise at this resistance level. Worst case scenario is we get rejected from that and bounce down to this 618, in which case I think we'll bounce back up to retest this resistance. If we break through this resistance, I mean, there's no other resistance until 13 cents. So I don't know if there was some sort of catalyst that came out or we actually bottomed right here. It looked like we had a huge capitulation, bounced off the one, and just took off. So I've always said I've been bullish on ASM. I hold a good amount of ASM. I'm not holding it for utility though. It's one of my coins that I'm holding for to flip in the bull run mania phase. Yeah, so best case scenario is we break through the resistance of 11 and head up to 13. Worst case scenario is we get rejected from here and go down and test the 618. If the 618 doesn't hold, our next stop would be the 786. But you have a lot of support right here. You have a really thick support channel, and you have a main support down here at 8.5. So main thing to keep an eye on right now is we're in 50-50 land between the 618 and the main resistance, but I believe we're heading up to 11.11 to test this resistance right here. So ASM is looking really good. It's looking really bullish in my opinion. Congrats on whoever bought the bottom, because I don't think we're heading back down there unless Bitcoin goes down further. But I mean, we actually broke out of this downtrend that we were in also. Take a look. Yeah, look at that. We broke out of the downtrend. So ASM is now bullish. We were in a downtrend since October 21st. And we finally broke out of it. So ASM is looking bullish in my opinion. Best case scenario, I mean, during the bull run mania phase, you can see the zeros all the way up here at 26. It has a low market cap, I believe. Let me take a look. Yeah, look at that. ASM 10 cents. Market cap's only 68 million. That's nothing. I mean, a 2x on that would be almost 140 million. So 20 cents is 140 million market cap. So that means what, $2 is 1.4 million, which is totally doable during the bull run mania phase. I mean, isn't that chart beautiful? Look at that rocket. Well, let's just hope it keeps in that bullish momentum. So if there's any coins you'd like me to chart, please comment them in the chat and I can get to those. So on top of ASM, I haven't looked at Alchemy Pay in a while. Let me clear this up right now. I'll remove my drawings. So you can see we're actually in a support zone right now. So this is actually pretty important. Looks like we tested it a couple times. Main support's down here at 5.6 cents, but we've been going sideways since pretty much December. So consolidation is a bullish thing. I'm bullish on ACH. I'm holding ACH long term. Probably one of the only coins I'm holding for utility. Yeah, I'm holding this one for utility. I'm holding Paribus for utility. Some, basic Ethereum, Bitcoin, stuff like that. Yeah, so consolidation is bullish. Let's draw some fibs on here and see if we can dissect ACH a little bit more. So we got a big fib in here, and I'm gonna get some micro fibs going. Awesome. Okay, so best case scenario is we actually fell below the 786, so it looks like we might be heading back down here to the main support at 5.6. And ACH usually falls hard when Bitcoin falls hard, but it might not be a bad time to pick up some more ACH if you're an ACH holder. Yeah, so worst case scenario is we bounce, or best case scenario is we come down here, bounce off the 5.6, and head back up to test the 618. We could also, you can see we've been testing the top of this resistance or support channel. So we could actually bounce off the top of the support channel and come back up here to test the 618. If we break above the 618, our next main resistance is 6.5. So as you can see, we've actually been consolidating, and that's been a really hard resistance level for us to get over. So with Bitcoin being so bearish right now, I don't think we'll be overtaking that resistance of 6.4 unless some sort of catalyst comes out or some big news for Alchemy Pay, some big partnership or something like that. So I think we continue to consolidate between the support and resistance. As you can see, we've dropped lower and bounced back. I don't think ACH will ever drop below 5.5. I mean, I think this was the absolute bottom in October, and Bitcoin was only like $8,000 cheaper at this time. We have more ACH holders. ACH is coming out with partnerships every day. The utility is growing with ACH. So for me, ACH is long-term hold. If you're looking to flip ACH, I think there's better coins out there, such as Paribus and ASM, where you can get more profit. But if you're into the long game and holding long-term, I think ACH would be a great hold for you guys. Yeah, so worst case scenario, my worst case scenario is it tags this support and bounces back up. I don't think it'll drop below the support, but just in case it does, it'd be a pretty nasty drop because we have the 1 down here and there's no other support. And this would be the bottom from October too. So doomsday, Armageddon, market flips over, turns into a bear market. I believe ACH will go down to 4.7. I'm not saying this is going to happen. It's super unlikely that it will, but this is a price prediction and technical analysis stream, so we're going to do both sides of it. Yeah, so worst case scenario is 4.7. That is dependent on Bitcoin and if it breaks below 40,000. We really need to get above this resistance at 6.5. I mean, we've been testing it. Look how many times we tested it. 1, 2. We had several right here. We broke above it once and tagged the next resistance and instantly got rejected. So just keep an eye on this resistance at 6.5. If we break above that, we have a couple small, resistance channels to get through until we head up to 7.4. But I think we can do it. Consolidation isn't a bad thing. Consolidation is bullish. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. What do we want to chart next? Let's do some Theta. Jeez, everything's just dropping. That's crazy. But look at that. Bounced right off the bottom of the support right here. Looks like it did that back in December. Yeah. So this support's been tested quite a bit. It's a strong support, even though it's not a main support. I'm going to clear off these scribbles. Okay, you can see I actually bounced off this, and you have a couple nice green candles for Theta. How's Theta looking on market cap? Yeah, 3.9 billion. That's quite a bit, but a lot of you guys have been saying Theta has a really good use case, so it's a long-term hold most likely. I mean, it could probably do a 3x in the bull run mania phase. It's a long shot. But I mean, look at that. Back in 2020, it was only 40-some cents. Topped out at $14. So $14. That's nuts. And then you were in a downtrend since. Okay, so on to Theta. Since we bounced off the support, I believe we're heading back up to test this resistance. I mean, I don't want to draw a downtrend because it's only been 4 days, but just for the heck of it, we can say that's a downtrend too. If we zoom out, yeah. I mean, You could even call this a downtrend if you wanted. Yeah, I'm not calling this a downtrend. I'm calling the other one a downtrend. Okay, so best case scenario for Theta is we bounce off this support, head up the test of resistance at $4.36. That's an 8.3% rise. I think it's very likely that this happens. I mean, we've been testing this support several times, and every time we seem to test it, we break above that support. You can see we tested it here, broke above the support, tested it here, broke above several supports, and now we're testing it for a third time. So best case scenario is we bounce off, which it looks like we're doing, and head up to 433, in which case if we break through that, our next stop would be $5.02, which is a 25.3% upswing. Worst case scenario is we break through the support, and our next, since there's no other support channel or main support down here, our next stop would be $3.05. That'd be a pretty nasty drop, but all coins are dropping right now. So if Bitcoin drops below 40, a lot of coins are going to get hard. Like I said at the beginning, 40,000 is more of a psychological number for Bitcoin. It's a nice round number. So if it falls below that, I think there'll be some fear in the market. I'm still bullish on the crypto market. Long term, still bullish on it for 2020. I think we're in an extended market. So everything is on sale, in my opinion. So you just got to find the right cards to play right now. I mean, this might be the last chance to get back in and make some money before we start taking off. Yeah, so the main thing to keep an eye on for Theta is the main resistance at $4.33. If we bounce off that, we'll most likely come down and test this support again at 380, between $4 and 380 area. If we fall below 380, we're going to get a little choppy down here. We might bounce around a bit, but the next main support would be $3.07. So just keep an eye on this resistance channel. Keep an eye on the support channel. Keep an eye on this resistance channel. Yep. So with that, as I've said before, none of this is financial advice, but we really got to, if we break above all this, we really need to get above this trend line here and get out of this downtrend. We've been in it since November. Just been working our way down. We get above that, we'll be off to the races. Oh yeah. So on long term with use cases, I don't know much about this coin, so I'm not bullish or bearish on it. It has a low market cap or too high of a market cap for my opinion if I wanted to flip it. So I probably wouldn't flip this coin for long term. It'd probably be a good grab, but you'd have to do your own research on that. Let's get into some Jasmy. Okay, so Jasmy, that's Gala. Yeah, so Jasmy's down 4.1% on the day, at 7 cents. Just like everything else, it's getting eaten up with Bitcoin. I'll clear this out. So we're actually in this big neutral. I guess this is a support resistance area. That's why it's gray. It just has been bouncing between there, but there is a resistance in there nonetheless. You guys keep flipping that into support when you go above it. When you go below it, you slip it into resistance. And it looks like you guys have been testing it quite a bit the last couple days. If I draw a fib, so that's the main fib, and then we'll get into some micro fibs here. Yeah, I mean, we fell below the 786. Yeah, the 786 is almost right at the bottom of that neutral channel. That is at the bottom of that neutral channel. Okay, so Jasmy are now, if you want to think about it this way, it's been the same price since December. I mean, you guys have gone up and down, but it's pretty much been moving sideways. You're not making super big gains. You're not making super big drops. So in my opinion, we're going up to test this resistance once again. It looks like you guys have just been hovering around right here. So, and above that resistance is the 618, which also acts as a resistance if you're below it. As you can see, you've wicked to it and got rejected. So what you really need to watch on is this resistance at 7.4 and the 618 at 7.9. We really need to get above 7.9. You get above 7.9, your next main resistance is until 11.11. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. We have to get above this resistance at 7.4 and the 618 at 7.9. I mean, you have a small resistance channel right here, but I don't think it'll be too much to worry about. Worst case scenario is this would be the bottom. I mean, I don't think you'd be dropping all the way down here. Yeah, there's also some support way down here at 5.5 and 5. But you see how it's laddered up like that, and you have one right here. So worst case scenario is you fall below the 786 again, and you drop down the 6.1, in which case I think you'd bounce off that and come back up here to test the resistance. But right now you're just consolidating sideways between the 786 and the 618 and this resistance. It's kind of a battleground right here. So just keep an eye on these three areas. Okay. So got a request to chart VUN, V-U-N. I've never heard of it. Let's see if it's up on VUN. It's not on TradingView. Do you have the full name of the coin? I can try it on here. Oh, I'm not seeing it, man. Also asked for rent. Is this the rent you're talking about? Yeah, Trader Joe's. But yeah, I can't chart that. I might be able to do it here. Oh man, this looks nasty. This thing got rugged. RIP. Let's see. The market cap on this is 120,000. Price is 3 cents. You guys are actually almost at the initial coin launch. This has only been out for 2 days. Yeah, in my opinion, this was a rug pull. I don't see it going up anytime soon. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is the coin you want me to chart, but this is what a rug pull looks like. I mean, it's been out for 2 days. You get the initial launch and then just big wicks down. Can it go back up? Yeah, absolutely. But it has a 120,000 market cap, so I'd keep an eye on that. I can't even draw a fib on this because it's so low. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, this chart looks disgusting. Okay. Oh, sorry about that one. So Sushi Swap. Sushi. Okay, let's take a look at Sushi. Not bad. Let's... $675 down 7.3% on the day. I wouldn't be too worried about that. All the other coins are bleeding as well. Yeah, let's chart this thing. Let's see what we can find out. So from December 21st to January 9th, you've been on a downtrend. Looks like you're testing some support right now. Let's get some fibs, see what we can discover. Okay, broke below the 618. But you're testing some support right now. We can draw another micro fib in here. get rid of this one. We'll go off the microfib. Okay, as you can see right now, you're testing the support. You bounced off the support channel, broke through this resistance, turn it into a support channel. My best guess is you'd come up here. I'll get my brush. Come up here, go test this resistance channel. In which case, if you break through that, you have to test the 618. So you're below the 618, so in turn that is also resistance, and the 618 is kind of hard to get through. But if you guys manage to get through the 618 at $7.21, there's no other resistance until, well, light resistance at $8.16, and the main resistance is up here at $8.39. So the main thing to keep an eye on here is you're most likely going to come up here and test this resistance channel, but I wouldn't be too worried about getting through that. I would be more worried about the 618 at $7.21. If you get above $7.21, you'll be off to the races, most likely up to $8.39. But this is all dependent on Bitcoin. As you know, Bitcoin's taking a crap, and we really don't want Bitcoin falling below 40,000. If Bitcoin falls below 40,000, I think altcoins are just going to bleed more. I'm still bullish long term, still bullish this year. I think we're in an extended market. Everything's just on sale in my opinion. So that's the best case scenario. Fortunately, I have to go over the worst case scenario. So if we go up here and get rejected at this resistance channel or the 618, we'll be going down the test of support. If we fall below the support, you actually have a nice fat support channel with a 786 inside it. So that's really good support right there. So you could just bounce off the support, in which case you have to come back up and test this again. As you can see, you're kind of in a downtrend. You're making lower highs and higher lows. So this is definitely on the table. Until we get out of this lower high, higher low trend like this. It's more likely that this is going to happen, but I'd keep an eye on the next couple candles if we come up here and test the 618. Absolute doomsday scenario, if we fall off the table and break through the 786 and this support channel, your next support isn't until down here till $5.35. I don't think this will happen, but that's absolute worst case scenario. Say Bitcoin takes another crap and flips and everyone starts panicking. And things start getting real bad. I think it dropped down there because, as you can see, the next support is right down here. But that's my thought on sushi. I don't own any sushi, but it doesn't look bad right now, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's been in a general downtrend since September, but I mean, it consolidated right here for a while. But yep. So just keep an eye on this main area. So next one is KNC. KNC. Oh wow, look at that. That is a moonshot right there. Congratulations on whoever bought in right here. Congratulations. Nice job. You guys have a ton of support on this thing. What is this market cap on this? Ooh, only 159 million. That is, wow. That's good. That's good. Only 226 million max supply, 179 million total. You only have 100 million circulating supply and only 159 million market cap. I think in the bull run mania phase, this could easily 5x. Definitely 5x from here. What would that be? I'm horrible at math. Times that by 5. That's what market cap you need for this to 5x. Okay, let's get into this. Yeah, man, that is a moonshot right there. Congrats on whoever bought the bottom. That, like I said before, consolidation is bullish. This is a perfect example. You guys have been consolidating for a while, and you tag the bottom. Like I said, you only test things 3 times. If you've been watching the channel, look at this: 1, 2, 3, moonshot. So with that, let's see if we can draw some fibs on here. See where this thing's going. Fibs aren't really going to do much with this thing after this moonshot. It kind of broke market structure, so I'll give it my best shot though. Okay, So it looks like you guys actually bounced off the 618 on this microfib and you're heading back up to test this resistance right here. This is a really small resistance channel, but it's resistance nonetheless. And this is also a 618 on the larger fib. So you have two 618 ones here. You busted through them all. Best case scenario, I mean, you have no other main resistance. I mean, we're kind of in uncharted territory after a moonshot like this. It kind of throws the whole market structure off. You know, it breaks market structure, and fibs and stuff aren't that reliable, but you can make a semi or prediction on this. As you can see, with big uptrends or big buys comes big sells. People take profit. And that's what's going on right now. I don't know if there was some sort of catalyst that caused this or if it was just a low market cap, but with the low circulating coins and the low market cap coins tend to do this every now and again. So best case scenario is we come up here and test this resistance. If we break through this resistance, we have the 213 here and the 382 there. So my guess would be we'd go up and test the 382 at $2. $2 is a nice round number. It's round numbers are psychological numbers. I mean, if you break below 40,000 Bitcoin, people start panicking. If you break above $2 of something, people say we're going to the moon, you know, stuff like that. So let's keep an eye on $2. As you can see, we're kind of going crazy right now. So best case scenario is you come up here, test $2, you might come back down and test the 382 right here and do something like that. Or worst case scenario, since you have a moonshot, you know, some people bought in up here. You know, and they're like, oh my god, I'm losing money, and they see a big red candle like this, so they start selling and they start freaking out. But you guys have a lot of support, so since you're above this, you could come down and test the main support at $1.64, in which case you would do the same thing, go up here and test the resistance. And you also have a 618 right here, so if you fall below that, you have a 618 at $1.59 that you would most likely bounce off. Absolute doomsday scenario is the 786 down here. Since you guys are having huge candles, a big sell-off like this, like your next candle, since you're green up here, could be a nice fat red one to the 786. You see how big these candles are? This is not off the table at all, so keep an eye on that. You guys want to stay above this 618 at $1.64, so keep an eye on $1.64. That is your lifeline. Right now we're at what, $1.70? So you also have a 618 right here at $1.68. So you want to stay above $1.68. If you fall below that, you want to stay above $1.60 is the bottom support that you want to stay above. If it falls below $1.60, I think we'll be dropping down to the 786. So with that's my prediction on KNC. Congrats on whoever bought in here and sold here. What is that? 2x, 1x, yeah, 2x. And if you held all the way up here, it'd be 2.5x. Okay, so next one's AVAX. There we go. Looks like he had a good run up and it's been choppy since. Let's draw a fib in here. Oh, there's a main fib. We'll see if we can get a micro fib in here. No, I don't like that one. Okay. So we got the big fib and we got the micro fib in here. From what it looked like, you guys wicked down to the main support. As you can see, there's a dotted line in here underneath all this color. So you wicked down to a support at 78. Bounced off that, and you're heading up to this resistance right here at 87, 2.91%. So I think you're going to be going up here to test this resistance very soon. If you overtake that resistance, your next stop would be the 618 at $92. Like this, but as you can see, you've been making consecutive lower highs. So if I had to make a guess, you'd most likely test this resistance at 87 and come back down here to test the main support, because you can see we kind of have a trend right here, but trends can be broken. You have double 618s. So if you break above this resistance right here, you have a 618 right here, which also acts as a resistance. If you break through that, you're up 17.47% to the main resistance at $99. So the main thing to keep an eye on here is this resistance at 86. If you break above that, your next you'll be breaking out of this trend that you've been having since January 2nd, and most likely next step would be $92 on your way up to 99. Worst case scenario, you're actually at the bottom of your support. There's no other support. I mean, you can call, I mean, it looks like there was some support right there, so I'll add a line right there. So there's some support right there, and then you can also see right here there's some support. So I'll add a line there. Okay, so worst case scenario, doomsday scenarios, we fall through all the support and you'd most likely come down and tag $72. So you really want to keep an eye on this support channel. Main support's at 78, bottom of the support channel's at 75. You don't want to fall below 75. If you fall below $75, you're going to have a bad time. Yeah, so if you fall below 75, I think you'll come back down here to 72 and test this, most likely bounce off that. And if you fall below this, it turns into resistance, so it turns red. So then you'd have to battle your way through both of these to get back up to where you are. But I mean, look at this right now. We're kind of just doing something like this. So it's not unlikely that it will come down here until Bitcoin decides if it wants to go up or down, or decides whatever it wants to do. So just keep an eye on the support zone of $78 and 75. Right now you're moving up to the resistance, it looks like, to 87. Yeah. So keep an eye on 87. That's most likely your next stop. And then long term, just keep an eye on these support zones. Yeah, with that's my thought on that. You really don't want, yeah, just keep an eye on this. This is the bottom of the barrel. You don't want to fall below 75 at all. So now we're to do my favorite coin. If you've been following me for a while, I do like my Paribus. So Paribus, look at that wick right there. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at all this support for Paribus. This is why I'm so bullish on this coin long term. I mean, the market cap on this is minimal. It just has a ton of support. I mean, let's see what the market cap is. Look at that, up 11.4% while all the other coins are bleeding. Only has a 10 million market cap. This thing can easily 10x in my opinion. That's only a 1 million market cap. That's peanuts. I mean, a 20 million market cap is a 2x. That's nothing. I am so bullish on Paribus and the utility behind Paribus. You know, people say it follows Cardano because it's on the Cardano blockchain. It's not on the Cardano blockchain yet, so I really don't compare them to Cardano's price because I think Cardano's down today. See, this thing's up 13.9%. Cardano, just like all the other coins, are bleeding. Look at that, down 2.7. So PBX is the way to go, in my opinion. Up 11.4. I don't think it'll ever drop down to 1 cent again unless we go into a bear market, which I don't think we're doing. So I think around this time, if Bitcoin drops lower, it might be your last chance to load your bags before we take off on this bull run. But I could be wrong. I mean, I've had people say we are, you know, I've talked to several people, bearish. I mean, they're pretty bearish. And if we're in a bearish market, this thing would probably drop back down to one something. I don't think it'd drop below 1, but I'm bullish on this long term. I mean, look at all that support. With that, let's dive into that. It's enough of me about rambling about my favorite coin. Okay. Can't really chart that. We'll go right here. Jeez. There we go, there we go. I'm drawing way too many fibs. Yeah, so as you can see, we bounced off something. I'm trying to find out what we bounced off right now, so that's why I'm drawing these fibs. Because you don't just bounce off of thin air. I mean, when you're between trend lines and you're between supports and stuff like this, there's obviously something that you bounced off of. So that's what these fibs, that's what I'm trying to hunt for right now. And bingo, look at that. We bounced off the 618. So that's the fun part about charting. It's kind of like a hunt, you know. So it looks like we bounced off the 618, blew through these resistance at the time. These were red, so these were once resistance. Bounced off the resistance, wicked all the way up to the 382, got rejected, working our way back down to test this support channel. Most likely coming down to test the main support at, I don't think we're going to 19. It's possible. But if we do, I think we'll bounce off that and head back up here to test the 236. I mean, the last resistance, I mean, look how small that resistance channel is. If we break above that, we're in uncharted territory. I mean, let's draw. Yeah, if we break above that resistance, right here, 382, we go to the 1, then we go up here to the 0, then we go up to the second one at 4-1. Not saying there's no resistance in here. There's obviously resistance, but I mean, with it only being up here once or twice, it's hard to calculate the resistance. I mean, you could say this is resistance right here at 2.9, this is resistance right here at 3.3, and then this is resistance at 2.4. But as of right now, it looks like we're gonna be bouncing off the support, or we could bounce off the top of this support channel and head back up here to try to take this resistance channel. Worst case scenario, as you can see, look at all this support for Paribus. It's going to be hard to bring this coin down even if we go into a bear market. I mean, out of all the coins that are down today, what is this? Paribus is up 14.3% while Bitcoin's taking a crap. It's crazy. So yeah, just keep an eye on Paribus. None of this is financial advice. I just like this coin a lot. Worst case scenario, we come back down here, fall through the support, and come down to the 618 at $1.08, in which case I think we bounce off that and come back up here to test it. As you can see, it tested it once, tested it twice. Everything, I mean, not everything, but things usually test things 3 times. I mean, a maximum of 3 times before they shoot up. They have a moonshot or bounce. I don't think we fall any lower than the 618, so that's my opinion on that. Chart request. Yeah, so the main thing to keep an eye on here is I think we're going down to this 618, maybe the top of the support channel or the main support. Worst case scenario is the 618, but I am so bullish on Paribus long term. I think it's going to make so much money for so many people. This is not financial advice. That is just my opinion on this coin. It's chart request. Okay, request. Let's see what's going on there. E. Okay, I don't remember the last time I charted it was back here on December 20th. Looks like. Let's clear this up. Well, you have a fat support channel down here. Might be heading down there. You guys have been in a downtrend since November. Looks like you consolidated in this, which was support at the time when it was in this channel. Consolidated from the 24th to the 3rd. I say consolidation is a bullish thing, but sometimes it does fall down. Most of the time, it's like 75-25. 75% of the time when coins consolidate, they usually move to the upside. It just means people are acquiring the coins. But I mean, when people are acquiring and Bitcoin takes a crap, people tend to sell. So I blame this on Bitcoin. So we obviously bounced off something right here. So something stopped this coin. Let's see if we can find it. Find what it was. Wasn't that one. So I'm going to go bottom here to top of this wick and see what we see. Top of this wick. So it looks like we bounced off the 618. Like I said, you have a huge support channel right here at 24 cents. So you bounce off the 618. Most likely, we're going to be heading up to test the 382. So bounce off that. We're going to test the 382. If you break above the 382, you start getting into this resistance channel. And I believe you go up to 38 cents, in which case you have to overtake this resistance channel. I mean, you guys have been battling that resistance since December 14th. So obviously people are acquiring this coin for it to consolidate that long. Best case scenario is you come up here, Well, that's a 31% upswing. That's a pretty big upswing. So most likely you're heading up to the 382, 33 cents. Worst case scenario is you fall below this 618, which you kind of are moving down a little bit. But if you fall below the 618, you have a really fat support channel right here. So it could fall down in here, but nonetheless it is support. So most likely it'll hit something in here and bounce back up to test the 618. Most likely it'll be the top of it at 24. I mean, I think this was the Coinbase launch that shot it up. I'm not sure. I don't know much about this coin, but usually Coinbase, when coins list on Coinbase, they rock it up like this. I mean, it was consolidating since, or is this when it got listed on Coinbase? Maybe this is when it got listed on Coinbase because I'm charting it on Coinbase. Yeah, something mooned it. Don't know what it is, but so the thing to keep an eye on here is you don't want to fall below the 618. 618 is at 27.8% or 27.9 cents. If you fall below that, most likely you're to come back down here and test the support. As you can see, there's a blue line, which is a 786. So if you fall down here, you're most likely going to test the 786 and work your way back up to the 618. But you got two green candles here, most likely coming up to test the 382. If you overtake the 382, you're heading to the main resistance, which you guys have been battling for quite a while now. I got asked to do ASM and PBX. I did ASM earlier in the chat. If you scroll back a little bit, I think it was the second one that I did. I charted ASM. The one before this was PBX. So if you want to scroll back a little bit, I just did PBX as well. Carnage Gecko, you've been in here for a while, man. How's it going? I remember you from when I first started this channel. Yeah, so I just charted PBX just before I did request, so it's the one back, and I charted ASM towards the beginning. I think it was the coin after Bitcoin. So I got request to do Polygon from Hey It's Me Grizz. What's up, man? Okay. Polygon. I hate charting. Okay, we'll do USD. I don't hate charting. I was gonna say I hate charting non-USD. I didn't finish it. Oh, Matic is looking bullish. Matic is looking good even in this. I think we're down quite a bit. I think. $2. Yeah, I don't think we fall below $2. I'm bullish on Polygon long term. The use behind Polygon and what it's doing with Ethereum and stuff like that, I think Polygon is a great long term hold. Flipping it wise, it has a 14 billion market cap, so maybe a 2-3x at best. If you think of 3x, you have to times this market cap by 3. I know people are like, market cap doesn't matter about the price of the coin. Market cap is a direct reflection of the coin. So in order to get $4.01 or $4.02 and double this, you have to double the market cap. I mean, the only thing that can mess that up is if they put more coins in the circulation. If they put more coins in the circulation, it throws this off. But as you can see, they're not putting any coins in circulation. I mean, if you go all time, you can see how it fluctuates right here a little bit. So the price is up with the market cap. So that's where they added a couple more coins. That's how you can tell if they're adding more coins to circulation. So when they do that, you have to reassess your market cap and stuff like that. But where we're at right now, I mean, this was back in May. So where we're at right now, they're not adding any coins. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's get into the chart. I'm just rambling now. Okay, Matic. Yeah, I don't think we fall. I think this is the bottom right here. We're not going to be falling any lower than that. I mean, if Bitcoin takes a crap, I think Polygon. I mean, look, we've been in this channel since September. Yeah, let me see if I can draw a trend line for you guys. I mean, look at that. You got that, and then you got your tops. So if I had to make a prediction on this coin, I think it's just going to follow this channel. I'm going to draw some fibs on here. Yeah, you might drop below $2 to the 786, but you guys bounced. I mean, you wicked just below the support, and this is a channel too, so that's why it dropped down and hit the bottom of the channel and it's rocking up. So your next stop is the 786 at $2.06. If it gets rejected, I think it's going to follow this trend line. So if I can extend this trend line, yeah, I think this is what Matic does the entire rest of the run. We just do this. I mean, I'm bullish on Matic long term. The use case behind it, the things they're doing with Ethereum, but short term, that's what we're trying to price predict right now. I think we're going to go up, test the 618. If we get rejected, we're going down to test the trend line, in which I think we're going to bounce up and test the 618 again. But as you can see, we tag the top, tag the bottom, tag the top. We just tagged the bottom. So in my opinion, we're on our way back up to test, you know, the top of this trend. So best case scenario is, since we're heading up, is we shoot up here to $2.41, which is a 20% upswing. If we overtake that, you know, we're up to 266. Because there's really no resistance. I mean, that's a small resistance channel, so that's a big jump from $1.95 to your next main resistance at $2.41. Yeah, and if it follows this pattern and we break through all this, your next stop's up here at $3.29. If it continues this pattern that it has been doing, which I think it does. I mean, look at that. If it just continues to do this. Worst case scenario, I very unlikely don't think it's going to happen, but it could. I mean, no one knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin. China could drop some FUD and everyone could go crazy again and all the coins could be on flash sale. I think we're going up test 618. If we fall below this, I don't think it will fall far. I think we'll drop down to the 786 at $1.83, in which case I believe people are going to be buying this up, and we'll have to come out here. This will be resistance if you fall below it, and test this resistance, and we'll get back into this trend line. I don't think it'll fall below $1.83. I mean, that's absolute bottom of the barrel right there. I think Matic just continues doing Matic, and I don't think it's going to be super affected by Bitcoin unless Bitcoin takes a big crap. What coins am I most bullish on in Q1 and Q2 of 2022? That's a good question. I am pretty bullish on PBX, and you all know that. PBX is my main go-to coin. Also bullish on Ethereum. They're doing a lot of stuff with Ethereum right now with Ethereum 2.0 and sharding. For a lot of altcoins, I really haven't looked into a lot of altcoin catalysts. I mainly look for catalysts. So if you guys are looking for good finds, I suggest going to like Coin Market Calendar and zoom out a couple days or a week or so, and you can do like hot or significant events and see what kind of significant events are coming out for coins. That's a good way to hunt for altcoins, because usually coins rise when it's heading towards a significant event. So if you can catch that coin 2 or 3 weeks out and be ahead of the herd, that's a good way to flip some coins and make some profit. Another thing I'm super bullish on is market cap. Market cap in a bull run is I mean, people just FOMO into coins. Like I've said, during the bull run mania phase, people are going to see that people are making money off crypto, and they're going to go to the big exchanges, you know, the retail investors, the people who have never done it before, and they're like, oh, I'm going to miss this train. And they're going to come in and they're going to buy the cheapest coins. You know, they're going to go to the big exchanges like Coinbase, Voyager, Binance, and they're going to be buying the cheapest coins. They're going to go on there, oh, this coin's only 9 cents, I'm going to buy it. They're not going to know anything about market cap or anything like that. They're just going to think they're going to buy a cheap coin and it's going to make them a lot of money. That's not the case. I mean, look at XYO. XYO's market cap. Let's see, XYO has 361 million market cap and it's only 3 cents. So you have to get, let's just call it even 350. You have to get 700,000 for it to get to 6 cents. As with ASM, ASM's 10 cents. Look at that, up 22%. That's crazy. Yeah, that one. Let's go here. Try. Look at that, only a 68 million market cap. So you can 3x this before you even get to the market cap of XYO, and it's 10 cents. So a 3x on this would be 30 cents. So they're gonna come in and they're gonna be like, oh, 10-cent coin, I'm buying that. In which case more money comes in here and it's easier to make more money off a low market cap coin. None of this is financial advice by any means though. It's very risky doing this type of stuff, because if you try to flip coins, I suggest if you hold long term, invest in coins with utility. Like I have my ACH, I have my Ethereum, I have some Bitcoin, I have my Paribus. Coins that I'm looking to flip, ASM, definitely. I mean, I know a little bit about I looked into it a little bit. I don't think this coin, I mean, long term all coins are going to go up, but for this bull run right here with this low market cap and being listed on a major exchange like Coinbase, I think this coin can easily 10x. A 10x on this is only 670,000. That's 2 times what XIO. So if we get a 2 time what XYO market cap is, that's a 10x on this coin. That's 90 cents. Yeah. So I wouldn't be buying this coin right now. It's up 20%, but I'd wait for a nice dip to load up bag on ASM. So I'm bullish on ASM, flipping wise, anyways. Long term, I'm not holding ASM long term. Okay, I'm rambling some more. So anyone want me to chart any other coins? If not, I'm just going to start picking them at random. Okay, I'm going to chart Cardano. Man, I think Cardano it's going to go down to like $1.05. I remember Cardano. Well, I thought I got late to the game when Cardano was 88 cents. I think I got in when it was 75 cents actually. And then a dollar cost averaged my way up and stopped buying when it was $1. Then when it topped off at $2.40 some cents, I sold it all. Yeah. So Cardano down 3.3% at $1.19. I'm bullish on Cardano long term. I mean, I have to be because I'm a PBX holder, and PBX is going on the Cardano blockchain. So, but I do like what Cardano's doing. It's a good utility coin. It's not gonna make a ton of money. It's a safe bet long term. You will make money on Cardano. You won't make a ton of money on Cardano. It has almost a 40 million market cap right now. But long term, Cardano will go up, so you most likely, so you will make money on it. But with that, let's get into the charting of it. I think I've only charted Cardano once on stream, anyways. I mean, on the channel. Yeah, look at all those scribbles. Hey, look it. Followed it perfectly almost. Just tell right here. That's crazy. Okay, let me clean this up. Yeah, I mean, look at the support's down here at $1.20. Again, we wicked right here. We're below the last support right now. So down here at $1.03. Let's see. Looks like there's a lot of support right there. So how I'm judging if there's support or not is you can see if you zoom out and you look, you see a lot of coins are bouncing around this range, which is why there's a line there. And if I look a little bit lower, because there's no other support there, I'm trying to look and I can see how the coins are bouncing right there. They bounced right here, there. So that's a pretty good indication of where a support zone is, where a coin usually finds support or has found quite a bit of support in the past. Okay, so ADA, $1.09, $1.02. Yeah, I don't think we fall below that. Looks like we're heading down. I think we actually do tag $1.10. I think that's the bottom for ADA before we work way back up. But look at all that resistance for ADA. At one time, that was all support. It's going to be a hell of a time battling up through that. But is it doable? Yes. Best, well, yeah, best case scenario is you get down to $1.09, $1.10, bounce up and work your way through all this resistance. Absolute worst case scenario is down here at $1.02, $1. I don't think it drops that low at all. I think we drop down to the support at $1.09, $1.10, and then it goes from there. I mean, at $1, I might even jump back into ADA. That'd be a steal. Okay. Okay, so the main thing to keep an eye on for ADA is right here at $1.10. If it drops below $1.10, get ready to buy some ADA because $1.80 I think is a steal. If it drops down to $1, I most likely will buy some, but that's me. It's not financial advice. Best case scenario, yeah. So just keep an eye there, and then you have all this resistance. So it's be hard to make money on this coin, but bullish on it long term. So we'll do some spell. I know everybody loves some spell. Huh, looks like it followed that one. Okay. So there's actually quite a bit of support on spell. It looks like you're in a support channel right now. It looks like you actually bounced off of it, and you're actually working your way back down to it right now. But let's get some fibs on here. Yeah, it looks like you guys bounced off the 618. So this could be a little tough one to get over, but it's not undoable. So as you can see, you fell through the 618 and you were in the support channel. So support channel can bounce anywhere in this support area. It's just light support. The dotted lines are main support. So if you bounce, if you're heading back up or you're heading back down, if you bounce off this top of the support, you have to come back up here and test the 618. As you can see, since the third, you've kind of been in a downtrend, making consecutive lower highs and higher lows. So if you break above the 618, I believe you might come up here, no man's land. Probably 1.5. You really have to get out of this downtrend. So if you break, this is best case scenario. You break out of this, you go up to the 382 at $1.72 and head up to the main resistance at 2 cents. Is this doable? Yes. So that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is we hit the 618 again and fall down to the main support at 1.3 cents. If you drop down to 1.3 cents, I think you will bounce off that to come up and test the 618. But you really have to get out of this trend of making lower highs and higher lows. Once you do that, the tide's turning and it starts becoming bullish again. So the thing to keep an eye on here is the main support at $1.03 or 1.3 cents. If it falls below that, it's going to be nasty. You're going to have a bad time. So keep an eye on that. You don't want to fall below that. Keep an eye on the 618 at 1.4 cents. You need to break above that to make it support. As you can see, you fell below it. You tried wicking up. You got rejected. I mean, you wicked through it, but you didn't hard candle, and then you're dropping down again. So you really need to get above the 618 and turn that back into a support. But best case scenario is 2 cents. Keep an eye on the 618 at 1.4, and worst case scenario is 1.3 cents. You fall below 1.3 cents, you're going to have a bad time. So just keep an eye on that. Okay, on to the next coin. What do we want to chart? What should we chart? You know, we should look at some Ethereum. Yikes. Ethereum's on sale. Okay, so we haven't made a lower low yet, so I guess you can still say it's bullish until it drops below 3,000. Yeah, we can't fall below 3,000. We fall below 3,000, we're done. Yeah, see, 2,900, but I don't think it goes down to the 618 because 3,000 is a psychological number. You know, people like nice round numbers. If it falls below that, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to take a crap. So Ethereum actually bounced off something right here, some other sort of support. So let's see if we can get a microfib and find out. We'll go off this one right here. No, not that one right there. Looks like it's at the bottom of this wick. It's respecting that. So it looks like we bounced off the 786, working our way back up to the 618. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty drop for Ethereum, but I'm so bullish on Ethereum long term. I think Ethereum is going to lead the pack, and years from now, it could even flip Bitcoin, especially with the sharding and deflationary that it has. They've burnt millions and millions of dollars worth of Ethereum. So once it gets the sharding and everything like that, I'm super bullish on this coin. But right now, ETH is on sale. We can't fall below 3,000. If we fall below 3,000, it's going to get bad. Just like if Bitcoin falls below 40,000. So for these two, for Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin leads the pack. I think Ethereum also has a little effect on the market. Bitcoin can't fall below 40,000, and Ethereum can't fall below 3,000, in my opinion. So, best case scenarios, well, we're heading back up right now. So, best case scenario is we come up here to test the 618, in which case, if we get rejected, we're dropping back down to the 786 to test that again. Best case scenario is we break through the 618 and come back up here to test the main resistance at 6,000 or 3,622. But I think we're going to have a tough time getting over 3,500. Honestly, I think 3,500 will be our next stop if we don't fall off the table. Worst case scenario, it's going to get bad, is if we fall below this 786, we have a 618 right here, which would be like our last chance to be semi-bullish on this coin. If we fall below that 618, we're dropping down to 2,500. That is going to be a nasty drop if that happens. We can't fall below 3,000. If this falls below 3,000 and Bitcoin falls below 40K, it's be a flash sale on coins. But we're heading up. I think we're going to be heading up here to test the 618. If we get rejected, we're coming down to the 786. If we break the 618, we're heading up 3,622. So the main thing to keep an eye on is 3,000, which is pretty much at the 786. We can't, we wicked to it. We haven't fell below it. So we really can't fall below this line right here. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on the 618 at 3,400. Okay. What should we chart next, ladies and gentlemen? Do I have any requests? How about we did theta? How about some H bar? You can hear a lot of things about H bar. Yikes. That's not bad. I mean, still haven't made a lower low. Okay, let's get into it. Well, he fell below the 786. There. Yeah, that 786 and the 786 are the same, so we're not even gonna mess with that. We're gonna go off this. Okay, so we actually have a candle starting right here at the 618. So it looks like we were tagging the 618. It looks like you got rejected at the 618, but this just started. It could turn green. So on to H bar. If we break above the 618, which it looks like it's trying, you're met instantly with the resistance at 26 cents. If we best case scenario is we break above the 618 and this resistance and this resistance channel, It sounds bad, but the resistance channel is just super light resistance, but it's resistance nonetheless. So if we break above this resistance channel, we'll actually have a good move up at to 29 cents. I think this is very possible. Right now, I don't know what the market cap is for this. Let's take a look. You're only down 3.8% on the day. That's not bad compared to a lot of other coins. For almost a 5 billion market cap. Yeah, I remember people telling me a lot of good stuff about this coin. Pretty cheap. I mean, it would have to essentially have a 10 billion market cap to 2x though to get to. If we round it to 50 cents, it would need to have a 10 million market cap. But on to H bar. So best case scenario is we come up here, tag the 11.78 cent or percent to 29 cents. If we overtake that, you know, we head up to the next one. But I think the main thing to keep an eye on is this resistance at 26 cents. We need to get above that. If you get above that, you have a good chance to move up here. Worst case scenario, since you do have a red candle right now, but the candle is still forming, is if you get rejected the 618, you're dropping down to the 786 at to 24 cents. So that's another support, in which case you could bounce off that and head back up to test the 618. So best case scenario, medium case scenario, and this is doomsday scenario. Get rejected off the 618 and head back down, fall through the 786 and head to the main support at 23 cents. I don't think we do this. I don't think it falls this low. I don't think it goes lower than right here, 24 cents. But this is a main support, so keep an eye on that. There really is nothing between here. So if we get rejected, we could be falling down to the 786 or the main support. Okay, for my Elon people. I think I charted this morning. I don't remember what I charted. I think a KuCoin. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, so looks like it tagged the main support down here at million, whatever, how many zeros at 1,213. So it looks like we're moving up. We're in a neutral zone right now, and our next move up, well, we are making lower highs, but I think our next move up is to the main resistance up here, a 10.2% upswing. Worst case scenario is we hit something in this neutral zone and head back down here to test this support. If we fall off the support, the next main support isn't until down here. You can see it got tested twice, which is a 20% drop. And with meme coins like this, it's not unlikely for that to happen, especially when Bitcoin starts crashing. So best case scenario is we come up here to test this support. We're actually in a neutral zone right now, so just keep an eye on that. Bottom of this to the top of that. Yeah, so the 618 is also at the support, it looks like. So I want to keep an eye on this support. This support is actually pretty crucial for Elon. You have a main support and a 618, so it's gonna be kind of hard to fall below this. So I think we might actually come up here, tag this. If we get rejected, come back down here, and we might just move sideways for a bit until we break this and move upwards. Yeah, I don't think we come back down here, but worst case scenario, if we break below a main support in a 618, that's kind of bullish. And we'll head down to the 786 or the next main support down here, which is a 20% drop. But I'm bullish on these dog coins long term. I think the dogs run one more time before the end of the year. I think Doge and Sheeb lead the pack, followed by Elon and Floki. I mean, Elon might, yeah. So I think the dogs run one more time before the end of the year. I think this might do a 5x during the bull run mania phase. Who knows? I mean, if we get all the dog hype like we did again, That'd be crazy. What is it? What was this up? This was a 5x right there from bottom to top. So yeah, so another 5x is definitely doable during the bull run mania phase. Okay, so we're getting through quite a bit of coins here today. Been going for what, an hour now? That's pretty good. So does anyone else have any more coins you'd like me to chart? Like I said, this is first time live streaming on Charting Crypto. I appreciate everyone that stopped out. I plan on doing this a lot more often. Probably for a lot more longer periods of time once we get more people and whatnot like that and get more comfortable doing this type of stuff. Yeah, I appreciate everyone that came out to support the channel today. It's kind of a short live stream today. It was kind of a test, first, trial error. Yeah, with that, I'm still bullish on the crypto market long term. Try not to get down. Try not to let your emotions get in. But you have to always do what's best for you. So if you're losing money, don't just stay in. You gotta do what's best for you in the end. So yeah, with that, thank you guys for watching the live stream of Charting Crypto. I'll catch you guys next time.